Guys, welcome to your favorite YouTube channel Divan Institute A Path of Success. I am Firoz Ahmad. If you are on the channel for the first time, then subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon so that you will get regular notification of our videos. Today we discuss most important question of English pedagogy and language for Central Teacher Eligibility Test and Uttar Pradesh Teacher Eligibility Test and State Teacher Eligibility Test. In this video, please must watch beginning to end. So come to the question number first. Question first: which one of the following classroom practice helps a teacher to develop oral language among the students? Question have: which one of the following classroom practices helps a teacher to develop oral language among the students? Have four options. Chorus recitation or individual of a poem after memorizing it. Option B. Participating is role play on any one of their favorite scenes. Practice the correct pronunciation of new or unfamiliar words. Option D. Chorus reading of the text with the teacher. Here option B is the correct answer. Option B is the correct answer. Participating in role play on any one of their favorite scenes are helping students to learn new or unfamiliar words. That helps students to learn oral language. I hope you will understood. So come to the question number second. In a constructive classroom, language learning would must importantly be based on. In a constructive classroom, language learning would most important be based on have four options: minute observation and record of each child's handwriting development. Option B. Correction of spelling errors and making sure that they are not repeated. Option C. Carefully completing the language syllabus. Option D. Group discussion and peer interaction. Here option D is the right answer. Group discussion and peer interaction. Constructivist teaching is based on the belief that learning language in which learners are actively involved in a process of group discussion and peer interaction, process of meaning and knowledge construction. Hence option D is the right answer. Come to the question number third. As a language teacher, which one of the following is most important for your regarding teaching of grammar? Have four options: avoiding grammar rules, using functional approach, using grammar translation methods. Option D. Memorizing grammar rules. Here option B is the right answer. Using functional approach. Using functional approach. The functional approach to language teaching is a methodology which is supposed to allow the learner to function effectively and is based on teaching content. This approach is mostly used in English grammar teaching. This approach was developed by William James in 1890. Developed by William James. The functional approaches are the similarities which known Chomsky's universal grammar in focuses on the use of language in real situation or performance as well as underlying knowledge or competence. I hope you will understood this explanation. Come to the question number 4. Which one of the following is a correct statement about a textbook? Which one of the following is a correct statement about a textbook? Here I have four options. A textbook is a final thing for the teacher. Next options: it helps to achieve the objectives laid down in the curriculum. Option C: the textbook are the only sources to read. Option D, it is a planning of educational activities for the session. Here option B is the right answer. It helps to achieve the objectives laid down in the curriculum. Option B is the right answer. I explained this question's answer. A textbook helps to achieve the objectives laid down in the curriculum. Learners or teachers use a textbook to learn facts and methods about a certain subject. A book that contains detailed information about a subject for people who are studying that subject. I hope you will understood. Come to the question number 5. The purpose of diagnostic test in language learning is to. Here I have 4 options. Fill the progress report of students, plan and prepare question for summative assessment. Option C, know the gap, learners understanding. Option D, give feedback to the present in the PMTs. Here option C is the right answer. Know the gap, learners understanding. Because a diagnostic test is the test that helps the teacher and the learners identify problems that they have with the language. Diagnostic test is a form of pre-assessment that follow a teacher to determine students' individual strengths, weakness, knowledge and skill prior the instruction. The purpose of language as learning is to know the gaps in learners' understanding. I hope you will be understood. I explain one more. The diagnostic test. The diagnostic test is the test that helps the teacher and learners identify problems that they have with the language. Diagnostic test is a form of pre-assessment that allows a teacher to determine students' individual strength, weakness, knowledge and skill prior the instruction. The purpose of language as learning is to know the gap in learners' understanding. I hope you will understood. Come to the question number 6. The purpose of continuous comprehensive evaluation. CC in languages have 4 options. To assess their learning gap. To assess their learning gaps. To give regular test, i.e. weekly test. For example, weekly test to assess the level competencies achieved by the children. Option D, to assess the student understanding of the textbook. Option C is the right answer. Because purpose of continuous comprehensive evaluation is language to integrate teaching and evaluation and to test those skills and ability which can't be tested through written examination at the end of the course. For this purpose, continuous evaluation should be properly diversified so we can test. Here I have 4 options. Writing ability, student participation in the discussions, seminars, etc. and his participation in field work, project work, etc. Second, the encourage student to apply themselves in the different level of the competencies. And next, the enable to teacher to realize the effectiveness of teaching learning process. To serve as a feedback for improving the content of the course, method of teaching and teaching learning process in the journal. I hope you will understood this explanation. Come to the question number 7. Under which act did English get a status of the associate official language? Under which act did English get the status of the associate official language? Option A, Associate Official Language Act, Article 343. 3. Language Formula. Option C, National Curriculum Framework or NCF. Option D, Official Language Act, Article 343. Here option D is the right answer. Official Language Act, Article 343, the official language of the Union shall be Hindi in Devanagari script. Notwithstanding anything for a period of 15 years from the commencement of this constitution, English get the status of the associate official language. I hope you will understood that Article 343. Listen one more. The Article 343, the official language of the Union shall be Hindi is Devanagari script. Notwithstanding anything, for a period of 15 years from the commencement of this constitution, English get the status of the associate official language. I hope you will understood. Come to the question number 8. A teacher is appreciating a child for his overall language use, though some of the words were misspelled by him. The teacher is using which approach in her class? Here I have 4 options. A communicative, constructive, whole language or structure. Option have communicative, constructive, whole language or structural. Here option C is right answer, whole language. Whole language, this approach language is taught as a whole. Each language literary skill or strategy is unnatured within authentic literacy events, and all language skill of reading, written, listening and speaking are used integrally in language experience. Come to the question number 9. Which approach lays a lot of emphasis on habit formation? Which approaches lays a lot of emphasis on habit formation? Have 4 options: communicative approach, behavioristic approach, eclectic approach or cognitive approach. Option B is the right answer, behavioristic approach. Behavioristic approach is the learning studentized changes in behavior that are caused by a person's direct experience of their environment, using the principle of classical and operant conditioning to explain them. I hope you understood. Come to the question number 10. In the context of theory of multiple intelligence, with one of the following intelligence related to language? Have 4 options: fluency, accuracy, intelligence, linguistic, verbal intelligence, vocabulary, grammar intelligence, visual, spatial intelligence. Here option B is the right answer, linguistic, verbal intelligence. The theory of multiple intelligence suggests that the traditional notion of intelligence based on IQ testing. There are following types of language intelligence: visual, spatial intelligence, linguistic, verbal intelligence, logical, mathematical intelligence, bodily kinetics intelligence. Hence, option B is linguistic, verbal intelligence would be correct. So, option B is the right answer. Come to the question number 11. Vanishing mother tongue in the classroom is the characteristic features of which method? Option first, bilinguals, bilingual. Option B, grammar translation. Option C, natural. Option D, direct. Vanishing mother tongue is the classroom in the characteristic feature of direct method. Which method? Direct method. In this method, the teaching is done entirely in the target language. The learner is not allowed to use his or her mother tongue. Grammar rules are avoided, and there is emphasis on good communication. I hope you will understood. Hence, option number D is the right answer. Come to the question number 12. Which deals with the level of meaning in language? Which deals with the level of meanings in language? Have 4 options: semantics, collocation, option C, colloquial, option D, syntax. Semantics. Option is the right answer. Semantics deals with a study of the means of word and phrase. Semantics deals with the study of the meaning of the words and phrase. Collocations means a collocation is made up the two or more words that are commonly used together in English. Colloquial means denoting a manner of speaking or writing or familiar and informal conversation. Fourth, syntax, a system of rules for the structure of a sentence in a language, and option A, semantics, would be correct. Option A is the right answer. Come to the question number 13. A Hindi speaking teacher gets posted in a primary school which is in the area of Punjab. Since he doesn't know the local language of that area, what he should? Option A, motivate the community to learn Hindi as it is a national or official language. Option B, communicate in English as it is difficult for him to understand their local dialect. Option C, use the child's language as a resource and start teaching. Option D, apply for the transfer to the Hindi speaking area. Here option C is the right answer. UNICEF 2005 focused on the child's language and support to use appreciate also by teachers child multiple languages. I hope you will understood. UNICEF 2005 National Curriculum Framework 2005 focused on the child language to support to use appreciate also by teacher of child's multiple language, so the teacher should use the child language as a resource and start teaching. Hence option C is the right answer. Come to the question number 14. While designing a working activity for a language class, a teacher should most importantly focus on. While designing a working activity for a language class, a teacher should most importantly focus on. Have 4 options: giving clear instruction for the task, providing all the necessary vocabulary required for the task. Option C, assigning the authentic piece of written task. Option D, choosing a topic from their surroundings. Here option D is the right answer. Choosing a topic from their surrounding. A teacher in a language class should most importantly focus on choosing a topic from their surrounding, so that learners' activities associated with their own temperament and minds. I explain one more. A teacher in a language class should most importantly focus on choosing a topic from their surroundings, so that learners' activity associated with their own temperament and mind. Hence option D is the right answer. Come to the question number 15. Some children do not have exposure to English outside the classroom, so the teacher proficiency in spoken English is essential because. Have 4 options: the teacher candidate and errors in students' learning process. Option B, the student may listen to and process the new language before they actually communicate in it. Option C, student can imitate, practice and drill the statement or sentence used by the teacher. Option D, the teacher can give more time to grammar drill. This one wrong. Option B is the right. Option B is the right answer. Children do not have exposure to English outside the classroom. So for language proficiency in spoken English is essential because the student may listen to and process the new language before they actually communicate in it. I hope you understood. Here option B is the right answer. I explain one more. Children don't have exposure to English outside the classroom. So for language proficiency in spoken English is essential because the student may listen to and process the new language before they actually communicate in it. Hello guys, I hope you will like our videos. If you like our videos, then you comment, share to your friends. Thank you very much to seeing beginning to end. A lot of thanks.